Hola, Ursula here from Simply Cuba Tours, and today I want to talk to you about what to pack when coming to Cuba. Okay, some of the items I'll mention will be common sense, but I will mention them anyway. But some of the things you may not have considered, but it is recommended that you bring it with yourself. So the must-haves obviously are your passport and your visa. You have to have these with you to travel anywhere, whilst the Cuban officials only require you to have enough left on your passport for the duration of your stay. It is a safer practice to make sure that you have at least 6 months validity left on your passport when you're traveling. Tourist card, as mentioned in another video, we go through how you can apply for this. Just check whether or not you require it. There are only 19 countries in the world who will not need to have this card with them. It is a hard paper document that you have to have with you, so make sure that you pack it or get it, but definitely have it with you when you're entering the border. When you are out and about, it is recommended that you lock these up into the safe. Now, cash. You must pack cash when you're coming to Cuba. The banking system is a tad bit antiquated, so cash is best. American credit and debit cards will not work at all in Cuba, and others may have issues as well. So bear in mind that you can bring, if you bring US dollars, there is a 13% surcharge when you are exchanging the money into the local currencies. So the best option, I would say, is Euro and British pound. Australian dollars, definitely forget it. You will not be able to do anything with that in Cuba at all, as it is not accepted. Health insurance is something that you must have. You cannot enter the country without it. Make sure that you do in fact have coverage in Cuba for your insurance. Again, some American companies will not be accepted and will not be able to provide coverage for you. Copies of your important documents, like things like your passport, your birth certificate, if you did bring a credit card, your insurances, your itineraries, make sure you've got it. Make sure it's in a watertight bag in case something happens to your originals. It is handy to have these when you have to deal with officials. Now, what else to put into your bag? One of the things that we recommend is water bottle. Obviously, you can buy bottled water in Cuba, but on our tours we actually bring large cans of water, safe water that you can drink. So instead of you buying small plastic bottles and creating plastic waste, we will top you up along your tour, so you don't have to worry about water at all. Something we take for granted, and it is not so easy to get in Cuba at all, are things like a traveler's first aid kit in case you end up with some sort of cuts and things like that and you need band-aids. Things like sunscreen is not so easy to get. You cannot just walk into the shop and get it, so make sure that you bring some with you. A medical kit with things like Imodium in case you get a tummy bug. I mean, most food is safe to eat, but some people have sensitive tummies, so just make sure that you bring some with you. Maybe even cold and flu tablets, because on the plane we tend to get the cold. Hay fever tablets are a good thing to have. Hydrolyte is also good in case you were dehydrating for whatever reason, so you can top up yourself up with electrolytes. Also, make sure that you bring tropical strength mosquito repellent, because Zika virus is one of the threats in Cuba. So definitely make sure that you pack this stuff, because you will not be able to get it in Cuba. Things like your chargers, don't forget them, because you will not be able to buy them, and make sure that you have adapters so you can actually plug your chargers in and recharge. The other things that you can use, which are quite handy, are portable battery packs. Some of them have lives enough for 100 hours or so, so that can last you quite a while. Things like shampoo, conditioner, soap, toothpaste, cosmetics, feminine hygiene products. Yes, it might sound like something that you're used to having for everyday use, or for that time of the month, but in Cuba it might not be easy to find, so just make sure that you pack some to bring with you. A torch can be handy because one of the things that might happen on your trip is a blackout. So if you have a small handy torch that you can pack, it can be useful. Towels obviously, and clothes wise, just think casual, smart casual, think summer, think walking, think trekking, think swimming. What would you pack for these activities? Obviously lightweight is the best, and just don't overpack, because just remember you will have to carry your own bag. So apart from that, it doesn't matter what season you're coming in, we recommend that you bring a raincoat, because occasionally there is fronts coming through Cuba, so it can be handy to have it on you. Same thing with a jumper or a cardigan, just in case the temperature drops, which tends to happen from time to time, even in summer months. High heels, ladies. Personally, I would recommend leave them at home, right? Just because the roads are cobblestone, the roads are rock, the roads are dirt. High heels are not the most comfortable at best of time, and I would say definitely not suitable for Cuba. I hope this helped you with knowing what to pack. I'll see you again in the next video.